I'll never not be obsessed with this little new nook. New nook who dis, am I right? Hi, hey, I'm Morgan, and today is the coveted, always expected and anticipated TBR for the Reading Rush, formerly known as the BookTubeathon. I've been taking part in the Reading Rush since I started my BookTube channel 3 years ago. It is a readathon hosted by Ariel Bissett and Raylene. It is a week-long reading challenge where the goal is to just read as many books as possible, follow some prompts, do some Instagram and video challenges, some sprints, and I daily vlog almost every time, and it's chaotic and fun, and we love her. I was on the fence about it this year because there were some questionable things going on with the prompts, but Ariel and Raylene took the feedback that they were given over the prompts and found a way to adjust it accordingly so that everyone is able to participate comfortably. So with that being said, don't go outside during a pandemic if you feel like you don't have to. Do everything within your comfort zone right now. It's a weird time. And I'm glad that they took the feedback that we gave them, read the room a little bit more, and are putting on a phenomenal readathon. As always, it is a 7-day long readathon, so this year it goes from the 20th to the 26th, and there's 7 challenges. We're gonna get into it. One of them Ian's gonna help me with. Challenge number 1 is to read a book with a cover that matches the color of your birthstone. So I was born in December, so my birthstone is Zircon, which is like a light teal blue color, kind of like this in my shirt. One that matches really well, I feel, is Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Neuvel, but I could be just like reaching because I want to read this book anyway. This is a science fiction book. It's kind of mixed media, sort of like the Illuminae Files series. It looks like this, Naked. We fucking love that, and it's about a kid that finds like a giant robot hand a la Iron Giant in their town and are being interviewed. And that's all I know about it, and I've heard that this is just a phenomenal series. It's part of the Themis Files. Zircon, yeah, does that match?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Thank you, Ian. So yeah, this is the book for my birthstone, and I think it'll be a quick read because it's mixed media. We love sci-fi in this house. I think it'll be good. Challenge number 2 is to read a book that starts with the word the, and I am not without options. I'm gonna go with the less than ambitious route and read a poetry collection. This is The Crown Ain't Worth Much by Hanif Abdurraqib. I borrowed this from the library. The library is very mad at me right now because I checked out a lot of books and then a pandemic happened. You know how that goes. And I read his other poetry collection, A Fortune for Your Disaster, back in April, and I'm so excited to continue to read works by Hanif, a local author, and he talks so much about the Black experience and his experience as a Black man living in Ohio, and I just love that take. Number 3 is to read a book that inspired a movie you've seen already. I have the perfect one for this. I wanted to go with something that was like a classic in my heart, something that I know is a book but I've never read it, and that's The Body by this still has a goddamn Book Loft sticker on it. It's The Body by Stephen King. This inspired the just classic piece of cinema, Stand By Me. Phenomenal film. It's based off of this novella. It's short. That's also why I wanted to go with this one. I was also thinking about reading Whip It because I am getting into roller skating. However, I've already read Whip It. I read it a couple years ago, but that is also one of my favorite movies of all time. If you're looking for a book to movie adaptation, watch Whip It. Phenomenal roller derby film. Ellen Page in fishnets. Everything I've ever needed. However, I had decided to go with The Body. This follows 4 boys living in Castle Rock, Maine. In the movie, it's in Oregon. But, you know, Stephen King can't not take place in Maine, you know? And they go on this adventure to find the body of a boy that had been hit by a train. And they bond. Very short. I wonder how often Stephen King is gonna mention tits in this because it's about 4 young boys. Are they all gonna fuck each other like in It? Guess we'll see. Challenge number 4 is to read the first book you touch. And with that, Ian is going to help me out. I'm gonna just like close my eyes and raise my hand from like top to bottom of my shelves. He's gonna say stop. and then I'll go from left to right, and whatever that first book is that I touch is the one that I'll read. Hope Ian's not a fucking sadist.
I was gonna not look with you
to
not make it biased, but now I'm scared that I'll stop you on like a B. Schwab or something where it's this thick.
Thick. The only ones that I've read on this shelf is this Lauren Graham book and A Little Life.
We're definitely avoiding that one.
Please don't make me read A Little Life again, Ian.
All right, go. Stop. Stop. Interesting.
Ah! So this is A Great and Terrible Beauty. Oh dear God. So this is A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray, the first book in the Gemma Doyle series.
That's why I said interesting, because you grabbed the first one and not like a third or fourth.
Thank God. I honestly don't remember what this book is about. Ooh. Ugh. The first sentence of the synopsis says, Gemma Doyle isn't like other girls.
Oh, you're gonna have
I'm gonna throw up!
No.
Thank you, Ian.
No problem.
Number 5 is to read a book completely outside of your house. And Raylene and Ariel said that you could definitely get creative with this if you don't feel comfortable going outside during a pandemic. You could turn on like an outdoor ASMR video, sit by your window, do a thing. I'll be working 40 hours the week of the Reading Rush. So that'll be fun. I could read on my breaks at work, or I could like go for a walk. I could sit right outside on the stoop of my apartment complex and read. Stoop guy isn't on the stoop, but you all know that stoop guy never leaves the stoop. So the book that I decided to do for this challenge is another short one, another poetry collection, and that is Homie by Danez Smith. I see this being a very powerful poetry collection. It's another one that talks a lot about blackness and also, I believe, queerness. Danez Smith is non-binary and queer as well as black, and I just love poetry so very much. Danez and Hanif both have spoken word poetry online that you can watch, and both of their work is just out of this world exceptional, and I'm so excited to read their work. I know they have another book called Don't Call Us Dead, I believe, so I'm really excited to read this and their other collection. Number 6 is to read a book in a genre that I've always wanted to read more of, one that I kind of teeter on the edge of reading more of, and I definitely want to say thrillers for this one. There's one author that I just want to read so badly, and I happen to own 3 of their books physically and 1 of them on audio, and that is Riley Sagar. And I wanted to do an audiobook for one of these challenges, so I think this would be the perfect one. So this book is going to be Final Girls by Riley Sagar. This is their debut novel, his debut novel. I know it's a pseudonym, so I don't know what pronouns to use. So this is about like the final girls trope, you know, girls that escape a serial killer after they've killed someone, you know, slasher movies, things like that. There's always a final girl. And this just follows that trope, and it's about a serial killer who is hunting after the final girls of other, like, killers, basically. And it just sounds so good, and I want to have reason to just continue reading Riley Sagar because I have all of their books, and I just figured I'd start with the debut and work my way up. Number 7, the final book for this challenge. I don't have it yet. I'm waiting for my indie bookstore to get a hold of me, letting me know that it is in. But it's for the challenge to read a book in a continent outside of the one you live in, set in a continent outside of the one you live in, you know what I mean. And for this one, I'm gonna pick Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. This takes place in Europe, in the UK. I loved Get a Life, Chloe Brown. She was sexy. What? I'm sorry, but when I read about Redford Morgan pile driving Chloe Brown, it makes me feel some type of way. And I want to continue to feel that type of way. And I wish to not be judged in my own home with the smut that I bring into it.
Alright.
Yeah, Take a Hint, Danny Brown is the second book in the Brown Sisters series, and it follows Chloe Brown's older sister Danny, obviously, and she's just a bisexual black woman living her best life, and apparently she gets a soft, sweet boy, man. Ooh! I can't wait to read it. I'm so excited. If my indie bookstore doesn't get it in before I'm sorry. If my local bookstore doesn't get it in stock before the Reading Rush starts, I have the audiobook as a backup plan because I really enjoyed the audiobook for the first one. Ugh, I can't wait to just blush on camera all week. Like, y'all ready to see that? That is it. This is my physical TBR for the Reading Rush. Some is pretty ambitious. Other things are like easier to handle. Some things could also fit 2 challenges in one. So if I ever need to double or triple down at all in the week, I can do that. And I have audiobooks as well to get through the week while I'm doing other things like working and doing things around the house. So yeah, I am so excited for the Reading Rush. I think it's gonna be a blast. Let me know if you are planning on partaking in the Reading Rush, if you're going to be daily vlogging or doing a vlog for the entirety of the week. I love weekly reading vlogs. I think they're so fun, but I love to daily vlog during the Reading Rush. It is such an added bonus. So excited to Reading Rush it up this year. Yeah, but that is gonna be it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up if you feel so inclined. Leave some comments letting me know if you're taking part in the Reading Rush, what you're reading. If you posted your TBR, let me know. If you're going to be vlogging, definitely let me know. Reading Rush week is my favorite because I get to watch everybody's vlogs and it is a treat. And yeah, if you want to see more of my content and more of my mug, you are more than welcome to subscribe. I typically upload every Monday and Friday, but next week you'll see my face all week. And like I said, my name is Morgan. This is Morgan Reads. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and happy reading. Okay, bye!